Think about becoming a millionaire before you even hit 30. And no, I'm not talking about some one-in-a-million lottery win or a surprise inheritance. Nope, we're talking about something way more predictable and honestly, a lot more powerful. It all comes down to a few key habits that really anyone can start. So let's just dive in and break down exactly what they are.
So the big question is, how do they really pull it off? Becoming millionaires before 30? The truth is, most of these self-made young millionaires are following a very specific playbook, a set of powerful habits that, frankly, the average person just doesn't do. And I promise you, the answer isn't what you think it is.
Yeah, we all hear the stories, right? It's all about luck, or winning the lottery, or getting a big inheritance. But that's mostly a myth. The reality? It's way less flashy. It's about daily, deliberate habits. Simple things, done over and over again. And hey, make sure you stick around, because habit number 3, that one's a real game changer. It might just change how you think about making money altogether.
Okay, let's get into it. Habit number 1. I like to call this one the time machine. And it's all about using what is probably the single most powerful force in finance to your advantage: compound growth. So what exactly is compound growth? Well, put simply, it's the process where your money starts making its own money. It's like a snowball effect. Now, here's the thing. Most people wait until they're in their 30s or even 40s to get serious about this. But young millionaires, they start in their early 20s. And that head start, that makes all the difference.
And just look at this. This is what it can lead to. That number, over $1 million, that's not some fantasy. It's the very real potential of doing something super simple, investing just $500 a month starting at age 22. That's it. That is the insane power you get when you give your money decades to just grow. It's not magic, folks. It's just math and time.
And this right here? This quote is basically their mantra. Self-made millionaires live by this rule. They don't waste a single ounce of energy trying to time the market or predict the absolute perfect day to invest. They get it. They understand that just being in the market consistently over a long period of time, that's the real secret sauce. They don't wait. They just start.
All right, now let's move on to habit number 2, looking beyond a single paycheck. I mean, think about it. It is incredibly rare, almost impossible, to find a young millionaire who only relies on one salary. It just doesn't happen. Instead, they very strategically build multiple streams of income.
And here's how they do it. A lot of them start with a regular 9-to-5, sure. But they use their nights and weekends strategically. They might build a side business, start freelancing in their field, create some digital products, maybe dabble in real estate, or even start creating content. The whole point is to diversify where the money comes from until, eventually, those side hustles become their main source of wealth.
Okay, remember that habit I told you about earlier? The one I said was a total game changer? Well, this is it. Habit number 3. It's all about investing in the most important asset you have: you. This is the one investment that truly changes the entire equation.
Look, a traditional education is definitely important, but young millionaires focus relentlessly on something a little different: acquiring high-income skills. Why? It's simple, because these specific skills allow them to create a ton of value for other people, and creating value is what creates money.
And we're not talking about some weird, obscure talents here. We're talking about real, concrete, in-demand skills. Things like sales and marketing, coding, data analysis, maybe even AI development. They spend hundreds, if not thousands of hours learning online, reading books, and just practicing the skills that can directly multiply their earning potential.
Okay, so you're starting to earn more money. Now what? Well, that brings us to habits 4 and 5, which are really two sides of the same coin. And together, they create what I call the wealth gap. This is all about how you both grow and protect your money as your income starts to climb.
Now, this chart perfectly shows habit number 4 in action. See, when most people get a raise, what happens? Their spending goes up right along with it. A new car, a bigger apartment, you know the drill. That's called lifestyle inflation. But this is where young millionaires play it differently. They fight that urge. They keep their expenses low even as their income skyrockets. And that creates this huge gap between what they earn and what they spend. And that gap, that's pure fuel for their investments.
And all that investment fuel leads right into our 5th and final habit. See, young millionaires understand that you have to take risks to see real growth. But, and this is a huge but, they are not gamblers. They are calculated risk takers. And it's a clear process, just like you see here. They study the opportunity, they plan their approach, they execute, and
This is the most important part. They learn from every single outcome, whether it's a win or a loss. Every attempt is just another lesson that gets them one step closer to their goal.
So, there you have it. We've just walked through the entire blueprint. But listen, just knowing this stuff is only half the battle. The real magic happens when you turn that knowledge into action.
So let's do a super quick recap of the blueprint. Number 1, invest early and let compounding do the heavy lifting. 2, build multiple streams of income. 3, invest in high-income skills. 4, avoid lifestyle inflation like the plague. And 5, take smart, calculated risks. You see, it's not some secret formula locked away in a vault. Becoming wealthy isn't about luck, it's about these daily habits done over and over and over again.
And here's the thing, you don't need to master all 5 of these overnight. Seriously, just starting one of these habits today can completely change your financial future. So, the final question really is for you. You have the blueprint right in front of you. Which single habit are you going to start tomorrow?